Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to my channel, and this is your Jupiter retrograde reading from 20th of August till 19th of September 2021. So I hope you know Jupiter is retrograding in the sign of Aquarius till 19th of November. Um, Also, we will have a full moon on 22nd in the sign of Aquarius. So that's how we will have Moon and Jupiter both in Aquarius. Let's see what is this conjunction bringing in for us during these 30 days. Also, I hope you have watched my Saturn retrograde relationship and career reading. We still have 10 days to go in August, and they have been pick a card kind of a reading. So what I did was I picked I picked the other option just to see what was it that in October I missed, and for that only I picked the other option. So out of the three card decks, if I supposedly I picked the first card, this time I was choosing one of the two left over card decks, and then that I considered as my month end guidance. Also to know that probably there are some information that I missed, something that I did not choose to see. So maybe you can also try, because I found out something that was keeping me stuck. And when I saw that particular reading of the other option that I chose just a couple of days back, I had more clarity about a situation I was in. So I would recommend you to once again watch the August part 1 and part 2 monthly reading, as well as Saturn retrograde love and career readings. I'm sure that is going to help you out. And today I'm going to, this is Jupiter retrograde's effect on relationship. For career, there will be another video. So for that, my deck is already shuffled. So let's go ahead. Your current situation, your current scenario. Okay, I'm using my vice versa card. What crosses it? Okay. What is in your mind? This is, I think, yeah, Queen of Wands, the other side. What is subconsciously running in your mind is the Lovers, Major Arcana, your recent past, near future. This card also jumped for near future, so I'll keep it. This is Two of Cups along with Fool's card, so I'll keep it here. All right. Your attitude at this point of time, that's great. Page of Pentacles. The external influence is Chariot. Your hopes and fears are Eight of Cups. You feel, I believe you want to move on from something, but still you are not. I mean, somewhere down you are stuck in between. You want to move forward, but you're not able to move forward, and that is what is your hope and fear. All right, we'll talk about it. Your final outcome is cool. All right. So your current energy is Page of Swords. So you need guidance at this point of time. Probably you want to find out an answer. You're searching for something, and then you want to know the truth of a situation that you are into, and or you want to communicate the truth, and you are not able to. uh, I mean, you're not able to find right words to, uh, you know, to actually express what you want to ask. So I would suggest you, when Page of Swords come in the other side in this deck, it is always asking. The reminder is all about taking support or guidance, how to communicate and how to move forward. Because if you can see, the way forward for this guy is all wavy, upstream basically. And this person is really finding it difficult how to move forward with the sword of truth. Okay, so if you have to communicate your truth, or you have to find out a truth, you need somebody's counseling, so that you will be able to, so that you can control your um, aggression and then move forward. Okay, what crosses it, as in what is the challenge with this, is probably you yeah, you want to do things without taking anybody's help, though you are mentally very much disturbed about the fact that you have to find out the truth, you have to talk about it or something of that sort. But you are somewhere down, you are keeping yourself, your heart chakra blocked, you are keeping yourself aloof to yet to decide what to do and what not. So that is your challenge. So somewhere down, you know that you need help, but you are not taking steps towards it. What is into your mind is Queen of Wands, the other side. So Queen of Wands, the other side, is actually um, she is trying to she see, wands are all about energy and spiritualism, the creativity and all that. So she is trying to plan, for long term. So probably this is what you are actually concerned about, your long term commitment, maybe relationship, maybe since it is a relationship reading, so you want to know the truth so that you can actually commit, because there are some plans that you have to follow. So somewhere down, you are keeping yourself aloof, because you feel like that, you feel as if, for my long term vision, before I commit to this relationship, I need to keep quiet and stay aloof. But probably that won't help. As far as these two cards are concerned, you should really refer to at least somebody, some professional, if not people in your family or friends who know you. Rather than that, go to somebody who is unknown, and then decide on the basis of your own intuitive gut. What is subconsciously running in your mind, because of which things are a little up and down, is your feelings for this person. This is the Gemini card. Here it is like, all the four elements are mixed, together. It is a mercurial card, again talking about you know um, subconsciously, probably there is a lot of feelings for this person. And to communicate the truth, maybe you've done something, and that is why you are feeling like how to say sorry, or you are feeling how should I communicate this part, if this person feels bad, something of that sort, because of this feeling. Okay, and your recent past has been of scarcity in terms of practical matters, material matters. Maybe health was an issue, maybe, or money was an issue, but somewhere down, it seems as if you tried everything possible to turn around the situation, because you have a lot of feelings for this person, but nothing worked out. Or maybe things are working out in a very slow speed, and that is not something that you want, because Page of Swords really want to cut through things and wants to learn the truth ASAP. Okay, your near future, thankfully, is Fools, which is a card of really trusting the process and taking up a risk, and starting afresh, leaving the past behind and moving forward. Two of Cups is also there. If you remember, I said this also wanted to come up. The Two of Cup along with this subconscious energy of lovers is a soulmate kind of a card. So what happens is when we have soul contracts with people, and we are always related to such people with whom we have soul contracts. So what happens is every time you have to give them another chance to prove themselves. So probably that is what is your near future all about. So you will take another chance on this person. If it is a new person, then communication plays a very important part. Before that, please make sure that you clear your head with the help of some counselors or maybe some professional, and or get your reading done, whatever it is, so that you can have clarity about your situation, and then take up a chance on your life, because you do have feelings for this person, and that feeling is definitely real. Also, when these two cards come over here, so it is not just that you have the feeling, this person also, it there is this some sort of mismatch in terms of not being able to communicate properly. Okay. Your attitude definitely has Page of Pentacles. That means a new start. You are looking for a new start, and that is why you're looking for something of value, something of long term. You want to work this out. That's a good thing. And that is why probably at times we don't feel like discussing the family matters with somebody unknown, but that is why I'm asking you to go ahead and take a professional help. Because if you want a fresh start in your life and you want to take that leap of faith and take that chance on your life, it's always better that you leave the past behind, because Fools is all about taking that leap of faith, leaving the past behind and moving forward with a lot of trust, rather than letting the past also linger on in the new path. Okay. And that is what is confirmed by Chariot. If you can see here, this Chariot card is a major arcana in tarot. It is a Cancer card. It is related with Cancer zodiac sign, and he's moving ahead, and the path that he has already traveled is fading away. That means he leaves the past behind and is moving forward with determination and courage, holding his armor and whatever weapon he has in his hands, the victory weapon basically, and is moving forward. Okay, so that's what is what is the external influence, and that is what I was telling you, that leave the past behind, and if you're not able to, before moving to the future, take a professional help, because somewhere down you're not able to let go, because your fears and hopes and fears, remember when I was drawing this card, I was talking about that something you want to let go, but you're not able to let go, and you're not able to move on. So this guy in this deck basically is actually looking forward, is overwhelmed with the emotions, and is not seeing the comet behind. That means this person is not seeing the new possibilities that are there, so that this 8 of Cups can become 9 of Cups for him. He's just seeing what he has missed and the kind of overwhelming emotions this person has. So these are your hopes and fears, that if I give another chance to this person, will the same thing happen again? Okay. And your final outcome is Page of Wands, the other side. So here it is a Phoenix rising. Do I need to again explain what is Phoenix? Everybody knows it rises from its own ashes. And pages, you had Page of Swords, you had Page of Wands here, Ace of Pentacle is also here. So, the Gemini cards. So these are cards of communication. These are cards of starting afresh. So, just like Phoenix rising from your ashes, it's time to give up on the fear that you have and take another chance on life, because there is a lot of emotions from both the sides. There is kind of, even if it is not a romantic connection, you're talking about any interpersonal connection, people do want to help you out. It's like the other person also feels the same way you feel. It's just that there is a lot of communication gap. There's a lot of emotional baggage that you both are carrying. It's time to really sort that out, so that um, if you can see here, the Gemini card, subconsciously in your energy, what is happening is both of you are taking each other's color. So both of you are same. One is black, one is white, and that is how the world is, right? So one is silver, the other one is gold, and this is Mercury. This is the star, a very auspicious star, which is said to be very auspicious when you see, right? So one of the angelic ones. And in all the religions also, stars are hope fulfillment and wish fulfillment and healing. So I would suggest that go ahead, communicate. If you don't know how to communicate because of overwhelming emotions that you have, take guidance. Do not brood about the past. Do not stay in the past. Take a break. And then when you move forward, just like the phoenix rising from the ashes, uh, make a fresh start with the older people, in the older relationship or the current relationship, wherever you are stuck. Okay. It is also possible that probably a new person has entered into your life, but you are kind of comparing that person with the older ones or the older situations you are actually afraid of. So see how it applies to you. Um, because this is what I am getting from this Celtic cross. Let me pull 3 symbols as our final message. Okay, empathy. See, empathy is a card of really getting into the mind of the other person and understanding why this person behaved that way. Because not nobody wants to do bad to you, but why did that person do? Now that this empathy will automatically raise your vibration, almost equivalent to the universal unconditional love. And when you yourself become an unconditional love, a symbol of unconditional love, you attract protection. Okay. Yet another card is cave. So cave is a secret. Cave is all about getting into the dark. So and that dark is probably the area that you is maybe unknown, secret, mystery, maybe something unknown, something dark, something that you're not aware of, right? And when we get into the minds of others with that unconditional love, with that empathy, then we are able to decode it, and then comes the war. So this is like, and okay, one more card is speed. So these are some of those additional messages which I am getting for you. What you need to do is to find out this truth which is hidden. For that, you need to get into the mind of the person, whole dialogue. This is more like mental war. It can be a communication war also, not using the abusive language, but this is basically that you are mentally at war with your own self. But this situation with speed will get sorted. You cannot stop this whole thing that has started for you in this, in this relationship on your own. It has already started, because this is an arrow which has already been shot and it has a direction. It's going. So just find out the truth, get out of this situation, just make some happy adjustments that you can, and take that leap of faith. Decide whether you want to be this side or that side. Do not be in limbo. That's the whole and plus, do not let anybody else keep you in limbo, nor you keep somebody in limbo. Okay, so that's what I have for you for Jupiter retrograde's effect on relationship from 20th of August to 19th of September. Stay tuned for the career reading also, and Saturn retrograde readings. And I'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you in the next video. Please take care. Bye.